Good morning, everybody. Look what expected me this morning when I arrived in the garden. The Michaelmas daisies are blooming. The anemones are blooming as well. And more. I have a helper in the garden. And the petunias are blooming as well. Just those little cuttings. All this is blooming. Didn't expect it because it's fall and has been dry. But they are quite nice and blooming, like these ones as well. And the California lilac has put on some more blooms as well. It's the end of September almost the end of September. Yesterday was a really hot day. It was the Berlin Marathon and they've been all complaining that it was too hot. But then the temperatures dropped overnight, but it's still very pleasant. We have around 20 degrees, so it's nice to check the garden and see what has to be watered, what we can harvest. But everywhere we have these spots with purple spots from the daisies, Michaelmas daisies. And some roses are still blooming as well. And another nice thing that I saw is here, the strawberries. Look at the leaves. They decided that it's autumn, but they're still growing and we can still harvest them. We've had many plums and already lots of raspberries. Yeah, and here I was wondering when those peaches will be ready. And I pressed on some today. Here. Oops. Oh, they are soft. Now we can harvest them. That's really nice. Because now the plums, we've eaten the plums, apples, most of the apples have been harvested. Those peaches there have been harvested as well. A few weeks ago, nectarines we harvested as well. And now, those other peaches that are there in the corner can be harvested. Okay, here it's difficult to get through, but I leave the plants, I leave the blossoms because the bees, they need something. And here are still some eggplants that are growing. Here are more, they're still blooming, but anytime there can be frost at night, so don't know. And some of those pumpkins I took down already because the concept that I had that they will grow over this fence wasn't so good, or they didn't like it too much. But the beans, they grow. So I had only one bean in here just to test it. They will grow nicely next year. And then I think one of these here, where the pumpkin has been in, there was not much soil in there. I didn't have enough soil. I will put this plant in there. It is a raspberry. It's actually growing on my balcony in the shade. And it's a very nice and delicious raspberry that grows even when it doesn't get so much sun. Because normally raspberries, they grow in the forest. And here, it looks a little bit like a tiny little forest. Yeah, the compost heap is almost full. Here are some more eggplants that I can harvest. And more strawberries. It's the 14th of September and I could still harvest so many strawberries. Isn't that nice? They are called Ostara and I bought them for the first time this year, and I can really recommend them because I think there will be even more until November that I can harvest. The more strawberries. They look a little bit tired because it was dry and they didn't get enough water. It has been raining all the time, but that wasn't enough for them. Then here are more pumpkins. They still want to bloom and grow, but it's the end of the season, so I better cut the end of those. Here you see this one could go further, but this one won't get big enough, so when a new one wants to come, that's too late. So I better cut them and let those ones get bigger. Also the blossoms are liked by the bees. They really like them. Some mint that we can still harvest because we love to drink mint tea. And I left some plums here. They were already taken over by the wasps, so I left them for them. Hey, look at this here. This is a maple tree that I grow in a pot, and it's from my backyard. Hey, such a beautiful tree, straight, and the color is so beautiful. But I think it's nothing for this small garden. Do you see all those Michaelmas daisies? The sun is not really out, otherwise it would be full of bees. You see the pumpkins have to be harvested. My neighbor was complaining that he has only one pumpkin this year. Normally he has 20 or 30, just growing many pumpkins. But this year wasn't a pumpkin year, as it looks like. I still have enough because only 2 days ago we ate the last one from last year, and if you have too many you might be overwhelmed. There's still enough for us. Look, all of them are in here. They're just hiding somewhere. We can still harvest enough of them. Oh, and down here are more. And what I was looking for is those hazelnuts, but I think someone found them already. They must have been around here somewhere. Someone must have found them and eaten them, but those ones are anyhow for the squirrels, because I can't grow in the ground. Another pumpkin, and here as well. No, I was not looking for those ones. Yes, those lampions. Oh, the color of the callaloo is so beautiful. It matches with the blueberries. Yes, and there are some little blossoms still blooming here. And the banana tree, I have it the first year in the garden. I hope I manage to get it through the winter. Some peppers I can still harvest, and I need to find a place for all those plants here, for all those lavender plants. And here you see tomatillos. Tomatillos are growing as well. I have to harvest them. Oh, that one not. Someone else was already on it. And even though it's autumn, look at this. There's still zucchini growing. The tomatoes are growing nicely. I can still harvest many of them. Different ones, the yellow ones, the red ones. And here under the roof, they will push out blossoms until it's really freezing cold. So we'll still be able to harvest strawberries. Of course, not strawberries. We'll still be able to harvest tomatoes and of course cucumbers. And here's a small cucumber that still wants to grow. Up there are also some blossoms. And then I found something hidden under the leaves of the cucumbers. Some grapes. that I can still harvest today. So, and here in the front, there are also some tomatoes. And the grapevines are getting yellow leaves. So that's the time of autumn. What's this here? What is growing here? I wonder. Yeah, I mean, I was just wondering about this stick here. How does it come in here? Funny. Oh, and this one's here is that melon pear. But I think it should look a little bit different. More yellow to be harvested. I'm just curious to test new things. Yeah. This year we harvested quite a bit. Today I still have to harvest some potatoes, but we harvest lots of fruit and all artichokes and all kinds of things. So, and so many plums. I thought I was overwhelmed, but then I really made jam and all kinds of cakes. So now I'm even a little bit sad that the time to harvest them is over. I still have some in the freezer. So for some cakes it will be okay. Yeah, end of the season. Huh? That's always a strange thing. How do you feel about it? Are you happy that winter's coming and you can relax? Or would you like to continue? Just tell me, write it down in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Bye bye.